Okay, we got our test. We're an hour into it now. So it's gone up 2 degrees. Feels a lot warmer than that though. It's comfortable in here in a short sleeve, just working away, pulling up my hoodies. So it's definitely hotter than what it feels like. It says up to 87.8 degrees. It ain't that hot. It's definitely comfortable in here, so it's definitely in the upper 60s. It feels like. So, you know, that's on a cold wall, so that gives you a false number. It's definitely cooler over here than on this side over here. Fumes are a little bit fumy in here. Not too awful bad, but you can definitely smell it. So it's got that burnt plastic smell a little bit to it. It's not like a propane heater where they make that stinky smell. But it definitely has its own smell, so it's not like you don't smell this thing. So I'm not going to run any more on this though, because I don't know how much carbon monoxide we've been putting out. It's been running for about an hour, so it's definitely going. Let's see, it's at 13:07. It was 12:05 or something, so it was an hour. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and burn this thing down. So basically we shut this thing off like that. And it's going to go ahead and run for about 5 or 10 minutes until the cold air goes away. I mean the hot air burns off. So you can hear the thing shut off. The fuel level didn't drop that much. I think it's maybe a 1/4 inch higher than what that was. So obviously got a few hours of burn time here. It's just about done on that. Still burning, still coming out with heat. So it's going to run for a little while until it gets all the heat out of the system, which is good. It doesn't just shut off and make it bake and burn things up. So anyway, same deal. I don't think I'd recommend running this inside of a smaller building for very long. Obviously it's a big heater, it's made for a bigger building. It takes a lot of BTUs to hit all this cold air in this room. There's a lot of cold air in this room, so a lot of metal. I definitely get a lot more fumes coming back when I turn this thing off. So there's definitely a lot of fumes coming in from the back over there. This thing just kicked back up in speed again because it's getting hot in there, I'm sure. That's the fan coming back on, not the heat pump. Yeah, she's making some heat. So like I said, it takes about 10 minutes to get this thing burned down on temperature. There's a lot of heat inside that thing. So overall it is better than freezing your balls off, but the air quality is going to suffer. So if that exhaust pipe wasn't blowing in the room, I think it'd be tolerable. I would highly recommend running that outside where you're at. Not very safe running it that way. Not too much heat on any of this stuff. This is cold all back here. It's all cold. Obviously it's heat right around the pipe here, but other than that it's nothing. That's still not even really any. It's got some heat there, but you can hold your finger on it pretty easy. A little bit of heat right here is probably where the motor is. Nothing over there. But it's not like it's really hot. It's 100 degrees. Cooler on this side. Alright, so overall it does work. I just don't like the fume part. Ah! Don't touch your arm on that, that's hot. What do you do with the paperwork on this thing? Toss it on the floor somewhere. There it is. So like I said, it's up to you if you want to go one of these or not. If you're out in the middle of you're up in the mountains and something like that, and out there doing your adventure junk, you know, I'd run the exhaust pipe to the outside of your vehicle, and then it would definitely keep you nice and toasty inside there. But you're going to have to do something about the heat. Whatever this touches is going to burn, so you have to have protection layers. So you have to have heat blankets. Even heat blankets are not made to be full-time heat against a surface like this. So you kind of need to have like a little block area set aside for it to sit on. And then yeah, it'd be great for that. It probably wouldn't be too bad on the fumes with that, and it'd definitely put out a lot of heat. So keep it nice and toasty in your room, or in your, in your camper or something like that. But anyway, there's just 3 different sizes that are available. I have the big one here. So there you go. It's about 80% good and 20% bad with all the fumes. So. Alright, I'm at that point for now. There you go. Alright, I've been putting my apparel away in here, and it's getting really cold back in this corner because that block wall is just letting all the cold air come right through. It's not insulated, so really it's like a freezer in here. So the heater's been off for a few hours, so it's 12:30 now. I forget when I ran this last. But it's been running for about 45 minutes, so the heater's definitely making a difference. The biggest thing I did, I took this damn thing off right here, and that lets a lot of volume come into the room in here. Because originally I was getting, with that on there, the cold air started about right here. I don't really feel the heat anymore, barely feel it. Come in about to here, can't feel the heat coming in. All the cold air is blocking it, but with this off, it just blows pretty hard. You can actually feel it all the way back to here, hitting these boxes here, which is throwing it this direction, and then it kind of gets cold, like from here on, it just gets cold. Because like I said, you still got a cold air out there. It's in the high 40s out here tonight, so it's supposed to be, so it's definitely in the low 50s out there, if not high 40s right now. So it makes a big difference on temperature. So this one is saying 84 degrees somewhere. Sure not in here. You can see how there's no real residue in the exhaust pipe, which you can definitely smell it. Kind of clucks in that room a little bit, so lightly choking on it, but it's not enough to really bother me per se too much. So, like I said, it's like a propane stinks the place up too. So, what's nice about this is diesel's pretty easy to come by. Propane is too, but you can get propane. I don't know if you get propane in the middle of the night. You can definitely get diesel in the middle of the night. So this thing hasn't really sucked up that much diesel yet. It's down to here now. You have to look at my video to see how far it was before, but I think there's probably enough diesel in there still to run for another couple hours, I bet. So this thing can float all night easily on one tank of diesel. And it probably holds about a gallon. I guess. The big difference is this really lets the heat go into the room when you take that diffuser off. Let's see what's inside the hole. That's what's in the hole in there. Warms up the camera and me. Alright, so anyway, that's my update on it. Take that damn thing off and it works a lot better. Let me set up and take this piece off too. Doesn't really hurt having it on there, but unknown. I don't know how much juice it's sucking. I'll find out when I go to charge my battery back up. So, see how much it really sucked out. Still don't like putting all this carbon monoxide in the building, but it is what it is. The fumes are about the same this time as it was last time, so I don't think the fumes are going to change. I think we're getting what we're going to get. So, anyway, it's definitely makes a help when you're a little chilly out here. So, like I said, it's 12:30, and this thermometer is now up to, it was 62, so now it's up to 65. Guessing almost 66. So, definitely putting more heat out with this coming out this way. It's actually warmed that up more. All right. Anyway, there you go. Another update. Whoa, don't trip on the box. It's definitely making a difference in here. Yeah, about in here I start feeling coolness. Of course I'm working right over there, so there you go. Inventory, what fun. Alright, that's it for now on the heater. It's working.